Hey guys, Nick Drossos, and welcome to Motivational Mondays. Today we're going to talk a little bit about psychology of sport and mindset and talent versus hard work. I'm training Davis Dos Santos. I'm a strength training coach. He asked me to be in his corner his next fight. He told me, I want your positive energy. I want you to be my mental coach. Make sure I keep him aligned and focused, not only inside the ring, but outside as well. We often see a lot of athletes shit happens in their personal life and it affects them when they're on the golf course, tennis court, or boxing match. You look at it with Mike Tyson or Tiger Woods. And my goal right now as a coach is to make sure I keep him aligned in all the areas of his life so he can be super focused in the ring. I was at the Salon International de Montréal and I was talking to another coach and we're talking about talent versus hard work. And I decided to make and share with you guys my own personal experience. This is a true story I'm going to share with you of talent versus hard work, okay? So let me just get into it, okay? So when I started martial arts, I was about 19, 20 years old when I decided to take it seriously. I was talented. I wasn't, I was okay. I wasn't like, wow, this guy's gonna make it. So I started at about 20%. I was right here when I started, which means you're okay. The only thing that I had to my advantage is that I was a natural athlete, but I wasn't really gifted as a fighter. John, on the other hand, he was the guy who started at 50%, where everybody said, holy shit, man, fuck, you're good, wow. The first time he stepped in the ring, everything he did, he was just good at it. Okay, so the first time we stepped in the ring, guess what happened? I got my ass fucking kicked. I got my ass handed. So everybody basically said, shit, John's amazing, John's great, John's gonna make it. Nick, you have a lot of work to do, fuck. But that's okay. Why? Because I've been working since I'm 13 years old. At 16 years old, I got kicked out of high school. I was flipping burgers at McDonald's. I've been on my own since a very young age. So I know what it means to work your ass off. So I wasn't afraid of hard work. So what happened? I fucking started training my ass off. My goal was to catch up and go toe-to-toe with John and surpass him. I was challenging myself through him and as well to myself. So what happened? About 4 months of training my ass off, I went from 20 to 30. I get in the ring with John, get my ass kicked. It's not such a big beating. I feel a little bit better. John looks at me and says, wow, not bad. Oh, wow, good. You're improving. Keep training hard. Go back to the gym, work my ass off. 6 months later, 40%. Go back in the ring with John. John gets a little shocked. Holy shit, wow, you actually gave me a little bit of a challenge. Wow, he's impressed. People start noticing me that, hey, fuck, kid's not bad. Like, wow, pretty good. You know what I mean? There's something that you're doing right. What happens? My confidence starts building up. I start feeling more confident about what I'm doing, the way I'm training, more secure. People start seeing it. There's an acknowledgement. What happens after that? I double my effort. 6 months later, I'm working my ass off. Harder than I've ever trained because I'm not afraid of hard work. And as I'm working harder, I realize, fuck, I also have talent as well. What happens? 6 months later, I get in the ring with John and I go to toe-to-toe with him for about 9 rounds. John freaks out. He takes a shock. How the fuck did that? How did I see Nick go from here to here and catch up to me? Because John was too busy told how great he was, how much talent he had, and he relied only on that. And he kind of semi-trained hard, just enough to say he's training, but he always relied on talent. Another 3 to 6 months go by. I double my effort and I go, boom, 70%. I step in the ring with John and I destroy him. John's ego is in complete shock. He can't understand. This is a true story. He can't understand what the fuck is going on. And I remember the person in his corner telling him, it was actually Helen because she knows me, he says, he's just fucking better than you. He's just shit. And the guy was like, how does this happen? He's in complete shock. But what he doesn't know, I've been working my ass off for almost a year and a half to catch up to John and surpass him. So what happens with John? His ego starts getting a beating. His confidence goes down. But John says, fuck it. I'm going to start working hard. I'm going to catch up to Nick. But John doesn't know what it means to work hard. He's always picked the easy way out. He's always picked stuff that he's good at. Not necessarily what he wants, what he's good at, what he's talented, things that come easy. So John starts working his ass off and starts training, but he doesn't know how, and because he's never has that work ethic in him. So John goes up from 50 to 60. My ego, it's a little bit of ego, and my tenacity and my will to surpass now the next John, I double, triple my effort, and I get to 90%. I spar with him again at 60. He realized, holy shit, you're not even in my league, John, anymore. What happens to John? John drops down to 40 and starts sparring with people at 20 that he knows he can beat to still keep his ego, his face, so people could still tell him how great he is. But John will never move forward because he's always boxing with people and fighting people that he's better than, because he doesn't want to look like an idiot, and his ego and his pride is much bigger than actually him growing. So what happens? He stays around this range, and eventually anybody who works hard surpasses him, and then he actually just quits and then goes to the next thing. A lot of people ask me, Nick, why do you train so hard at 40? I'll tell you guys something. There's a lot of motivations I have. In a video I said one of them is my son. One of them is I train with a pro MMA fighter. I told Davis, in 6 months I want to be able to go in a cage and go toe to toe with you. So I'm working my fucking ass off every single day. I'm not missing one workout anymore, because in my head I want to catch up to Davis in a very good way. Why? Because I take him as my standard, how high I put the bar when it comes to fighting and martial arts, and that he is my bar. So if I'm gonna train with him, I gotta keep up with him. So the goal is what? Is when I train at 90%. And the hard work that I put has also helped me with the talent. I realized, fuck, I have talent. Maybe I didn't have a lot of it, but my hard work led to my talent. And I apply this to every single thing in my life, in my personal development, in my business, in my relationship. I find the greatest role models in each of their area, and I set my standards to be as good, as great as they am, as well as comparing to myself, making sure that every day I'm climbing this ladder in all the areas of my life. And this is why I went from washing toilets 7 years ago to owning close to 5-6 businesses, to I'm going to LA to meet my manager and film some videos with some other YouTubers. It's because I applied this in every area of my life. And I know that hard work is at the end gonna beat talent. You got talent, if you only have this and you don't have this, you're not gonna make it. You need a combination of both, whether it's 60-40, 70-30, it doesn't matter. Together, you need to make them to 100. And never fucking give up. And never let anybody tell you, sorry kid, you don't have talent. Let me tell you, maybe I don't have the talent, but I'll work my ass off and I'll develop the talent. Some people might not believe that, but I believe that. Because if you have the will to want to learn something, become good at it, you'll find a way to make it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe, turn on your notification. Let me know, what do you think of this video? And did I miss anything here that you would like to add? Thank you guys for watching. Stay safe, stand strong.